I am not, everybody's like up in arms now about being Jewish. Suddenly everybody's discovered their Judaism. It's like, I grew up Jewish. I was bat mitzvahed. I went to Hebrew school. I did the whole thing. I like being Jewish, and I go to Shabbat. I do my thing. But everybody's suddenly like, I'm Jewish and I'm being, I don't feel persecuted.
Well, not persecuted perhaps, but there is an anti-Semitism afoot in this country that we haven't had in a very long time. And I never thought I'd see the day.
I tell you where it comes from. It comes from the right wing, the extreme.
No, it doesn't.
You think it's left. You think it's from the left.
Well, there is anti-Semitism on both sides. The right wing has the Jews will not replace us nonsense. Right. The left wing is even worse. That is coming down from elite colleges who see everything only through a racial lens. They are stupid. They don't know history. They think everything is about colonizers and racists and how awful America is. And America has done some bad things, but to drag Israel into this as the stand-in for every bad thing white people ever did, this is not any more complicated to most of these college kids than the Palestinians are brown and poor, and the Israelis are rich and white, even though half of them are not rich and certainly not half, not white and certainly not half rich.
Yeah.
But they think they're rich and white, so they're the colonizers and the apartheid people and the genocide people, and none of this jives with the facts.
But can we get on the same?
With the facts.
Can we get on the same page and agree that Benjamin Netanyahu is a shit disturber and needs to be yanked out of Israel? He is not good for Israel. He is not good for Jews. He has also contributed to the global mistrust. And it's not shouldn't be Jews, it's Israelis. But even Israelis aren't to blame. He is solidly to blame for everything that's happening right now.
He is so not to blame for everything that's happening. That's the fault of the Palestinian people and the religion of Islam, which gets lost in all of this. I mean, we are fighting.
Wait. What?
Islam, you've heard of it?
No, but I'm saying, no, but how is that, what does that have to do with?
You said Netanyahu was mostly to blame. Mostly to blame is Hamas.
For what is happening right now?
Right now is happening because for years, Hamas took aid money and instead of buying food with it and building buildings and hospitals, they bought bombs and made tunnels.
Who supported Hamas?
Correct. Yes, you're right. For strategic reasons, which probably were, in retrospect, not wrong. But it wasn't like Netanyahu was working against the interest in his mind of his own people. I know they say
he's working in the interest of only one person, himself, because he doesn't want to go to prison.
I don't believe that either. But it's a moot point because
we were having such a sexy conversation.
It's a moot point because Netanyahu he's not long for the job. But what everyone who's been to Israel will tell you, my dear, is that even when he goes, the Israelis are completely for the policy. That will not change. So yes, they don't like him, and there are good reasons for that, I agree. But the policy will not change. They want Hamas eliminated.
I agree. I have no...
Okay, well, that's it.
But Hamas never should have had the power they had.
Correct.
He enabled them.
Yes, you're right.
Let's leave it there.
And even worse.
I don't want to end this fabulous...
I'll tell you the worst...
rapprochement.
The worst...
And love affair that has been overridden for years.
First of all...
Talking about Israel.
Just because we don't agree exactly on something doesn't in any way taint our love. Right?
You see, now, but it might create a situation where we won't want to talk for a couple of years. We don't have that kind of time to waste.
No, we don't. We don't. We're like,
and I don't want to wind this conversation up or down on this very hot, uncomfortable,
I'm going to wind it up.
Pita of a conversation.
I'm going to wind it up. I'm just going to say one more thing.
I'm going to jam a pita with you.
Netanyahu's biggest sin is that the attack happened under his watch.